Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It is time for Tackle My TBR. So for last week, I read 2 books. The first book that I read was The Good Girl Complex. This was by Elle Kennedy. It's another one of her college-based stories. In this book, we're following Mackenzie, and she has certain things that she has to live up to. Like her parents just, they're always after her about certain things. She never feels like she's good enough. Her relationship with her boyfriend is exhausting, and she's just kind of going through the motions. And then she meets Cooper. Now Cooper is somebody from the wrong side of the tracks, and there's an attraction there, and she doesn't know how to deal with that considering she has a boyfriend, and their family is well off. She herself has made herself a millionaire by a website, where people can post about girlfriend boyfriend fails and that kind of stuff, and it's got a big following. She doesn't let Cooper know any of this stuff, but he makes a bet with his friends that he can get her away from her boyfriend, because her boyfriend wronged Cooper and his family and got him fired from his job. And so now he's got this vendetta against him, so he's going to take it out on Mackenzie and just get her to break up with him. So it could, shame her boyfriend in some way. So yeah, it's kind of one of those, are we still in high school, guys? Because it's just a petty kind of thing. And the story itself was pretty good, but I think I'm ready to gear towards more non-college based stories, which that's pretty much all Elle Kennedy really writes. Anyway, I ended up rating that 4 stars just because it was entertaining. The other book that I read was I Will Find You by Harlan Coben. I love Harlan Coben's books. This one started off a little slow for me, and 2 of the, I think they were FBI agents, they just drove me nuts with the way they talked, because 1, they would talk about a person right in front of them, back and forth. And then 2, they'd have to say each other's names. And I'm just like, why do you gotta keep, just ask the question, don't add their name to the end. And that's how their conversations were the whole way through the book. And that kind of drove me nuts. But in this book, we're following David, and he was accused of murdering his 3-year-old son. They found his body in the bed, and he didn't care if he got arrested because, his son was his life, and now his life is over because he doesn't have his son. So he goes to prison for life. His wife Cheryl moves on, and his sister-in-law Rachel comes to the prison to visit one day and shows him a photograph that could possibly be his son Matthew 5 years later, because he's been in prison for 5 years. That kind of spawns him into action, and he breaks out of prison to go find his son. This really started to be a little bit of a roller coaster the further you got into the story. Back to good old Harlan Coben style. Like I said, the beginning was a little slow for me. It did pick up. I really did end up enjoying the story after it got past that little slumpy spot. Anyway, I ended up rating that one 4 stars as well. So, those are the 2 books that I read last week. I then started A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is book number 3 in the ACOTAR series. I think this is the one I heard that this is the one everybody has an issue with, or not liking it or something. I could have heard that wrong, but I'm not far at all. I'm on like page 10. So I'm really, I'm looking forward to getting into it. It's probably going to be this one book for the week, and there's no way I'm going to read this and other books. So we're going to get into that one. But that is what I read for last week, and enjoyed it for the most part, what I read. If you guys have read any of these books that I've talked about today, post down in the comments what your thoughts were on those books. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.